In this video, we're going to be using Soap Commander Gusto, or Gusto, as some people call it, and the very menacing, for some, Yaqi aggressive slant razor. Stay tuned. Hey there, folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host, CDB. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if it's your first time, welcome aboard. I hope you'll consider subscribing. Today, we're going to be using Soap Commander Gusto, or Gusto, depending on how you want to say that. The scent. Raspberry lemonade, terrific scent. Scent strength on this to me about a 7, really robust. A nice raspberry lemonade scent. It is exactly how it's described on the label. As you know, Soap Commander is a value soap. Now this particular one is older. So the one that you'll see if you go to the website on Soap Commander right now is a special edition. And the price on it is $10 for 3 ounces. And looking on our price chart there, $3.33 an ounce, which is a good price. The special edition soaps are a little bit more expensive than the normal offerings. This one, when I got it, was $15 for 6 ounces. So under $3 an ounce, which is fantastic. A little under 24 hours growth today is what we'll be working with, but you can see it's there. We're gonna go ahead and get started with our PAA cube. And I was inspired to do this shave by the dude of shaving, Junior Snow, as we like to call him. A very nice guy. He does make some, interesting videos. And I like, watching his videos, and I enjoy talking to him. He's actually quite passionate about wet shaving and really enjoys the hobby. And so, that's great for me. We didn't talk much about the razor, the Yaqi Slant. And as you can see there, it's a fair amount of blade hanging out there. And some people find this to be very menacing. It is aggressive. We'll talk a little bit about it when we start using it. Let's start lathering up here. One thing about this Soap Commander, it makes a good lather. There's no question about it. It is vegan soap. I'll show the ingredients right there for you. There's not a ton of fancy ingredients in this. I think there is some shea butter, which I like, but not a ton of super swanky ingredients. But quite frankly, I don't need it. I want to thank Ken Klitschko, or Shave 326. He noticed in yesterday's video where I just used the water that my energy was down quite a bit, and I was really not feeling well yesterday, but I wanted to do that video because I wanted to get it out of the way and just sort of, we've had a lot of fun with the technique versus, expensive product sort of debate, but I wanted to do that one and sort of get it out of the way, but I wasn't feeling real hot. And as you can tell, my voice is still a little bit crackly, but I'm feeling much better today. So I want to thank the Chief for being a good sport and rolling along with the goofiness. And yesterday's video was just meant to say, hey, a lot of us can shave with almost anything. But I will agree with the Chief. These products make it a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable. So if you're going for shave experience, like the experience of the shave, I think a good quality soap really goes a long way. And one of the things I missed most yesterday after shaving with just water was the scent. I really missed having a great scent. So I wanted to bring something bright today and use it. So here we go with our Yaqi. This is Slant. It is listed on the Yaqi website as a razor that says, here, I wrote it down here, super aggressive, skilled hands only. The blade in here is a crown blade made in Egypt. And so we'll see if our hands are skilled enough to wield this razor. I've used it before and it is aggressive. I'm not sure if this razor is more or less aggressive than the Yaqi Night Helmet. I don't find it to be menacing personally. However, I will say there's a good bit of blade that you will feel on your face with this razor. They actually describe it as, they compare it to a straight. Yeah, they said if you've used a straight razor, this compares to that. I don't know that it compares to that, but it's aggressive. There's no question about it. It's to me a fair bit more aggressive, like the Mula R41 or, above the tie on the higher end plates, or really most razors that have upper plates like Rockwell and whatnot. This one brings it. It's not very expensive. You can get a head from AliExpress for $4.50. This one was $5.50 because it's gunmetal. The handle is just a razor rock handle that came with one of my RazoRock razors. So the head only, you can get it for, you know, between $5 and $6. Not expensive. It is a slant and it's torqued quite a bit, and that blade does lay out there quite a bit. So if you like aggressive DE razors, maybe give it a shot. These, to me, like this one and the one they call the Night Helmet, they're some of the more aggressive razors out there, and probably the most aggressive that I've ever used. Definitely brings it. You can feel blade. So this is not one, if you don't like blade feel, that I would recommend to people, because you are going to get a lot of blade feel. But as you can see there, the Soap Commander worked great for that first pass. Plenty of slickness. It gives me everything I need in a soap. And again, sorry, drop my towel there. Always use what makes you happy, really, when it comes down to it. We've had a lot of fun cracking on each other over the technique and all that and the expensive soaps. But when it comes down to it, use what makes you happy. To me, as long as you're not being negative and, you know, crapping on other people's gear. You know, let's say if they use an inexpensive soap and you're going, that's a crack soap. I don't like that sort of thing. But if you're a fancy pants shaver, that is entirely okay, as long as you don't have that, in my view, elitist sort of attitude about it. And so I don't think there's anything wrong. The Chief used a soap, I think it was a grooming department soap in his last video that was like, did he say $8 an ounce or something like $8? And it was vegan. I was like, what? Triggered. I was like, there's no way. For me, that is ridiculously expensive for a vegan soap. And there's no way that I would pay that. But the Chief enjoys it. And if that works well for him, that's great. But I would prefer to get several other soaps for the price of that one. That's just me personally. But you have to do what makes you happy. And as long as it makes you happy, that's really all that matters. All right. So I want to mention a couple of people today. Carlitos from Carlitos Shaves had his first straight razor shave the other day. And he did pretty well, considering that was his first time. He got a couple of little weepers there, but, you know, he was having a good time with it. And I think he did well. So great job, Carlitos. I hope you will continue that journey. I think for me, it's been a very fulfilling one, and I put it off for a long, long time. But I'm glad I did it, you know. It put some other tools in your kit, so to speak. And to me, there's a great deal of joy in just being able to shave with anything. You know, you just pick it up and you can shave with it. And over time, you know, obviously I'm not trying to go down the technique thing again, but when you learn technique, and a lot of that is really knowing what your face can handle, just, you know, knowledge. You'll learn, you know, how to use the various tools, because I promise you, when I first started, this razor right here would have been a problem for me. But now it's not a problem. We just use it and we don't worry about it. I would say this is not the smoothest of shavers. If you're looking for smooth, this is not the one. This is not the one. But it does a good job. It's efficient. So if you have if you're one of those people that has a super tough beard and you just find that the mild razors don't work well, give this one a shot and see what you think, because it brings it. Maybe this is one that works better for you. Some people really like high aggression, and, you know, maybe this one hits the spot. The soap here again, performing well, doing what it needs to do, having no problems at all with it. It's great scent. I'm really enjoying this super bright scent. It smells fantastic. And it really, I find these bright scents just sort of brighten my day, you know, they just sort of make me feel better. Very nice. There we go. As you've noticed lately, I've been painting a lot more. And I found that that really it really feels good. I don't really need to work this in. It's not required. And so painting works well for me. And originally, if you look at the instructions on brushes, that's what people did. Look at the instructions on the Simpson brushes. Now, I haven't bought one for a long time, but it would say paint. And so when people used to use mugs, they used to whip it up in the mug and then just paint it on. They didn't scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub and, you know, for many, many minutes. They just painted it on and got to work, and that's what we're doing today. I would say with this razor, it's a good idea to use a light touch because a lot of blade feel. I saw Jim from Jim Will Shave not too long ago use this. He didn't seem to enjoy it that much. I want to mention another video if you've lasted this long, and if you have, thank you very much. You're one of the people I really appreciate. If you're watching at this point, we had a great interview. I believe it was Saturday with John of John's Shave Shop. So please go check that out. I'll link it below. Maybe put a card up in one of these corners. If you're interested in straight razor shaving, learning about it, learning what John has to offer in his shop, so on and so forth, go check out that video. A lot of good information there. John talks quite a bit about honing and stones and what to look for in straight razors when you're buying them off eBay or used. A lot of great information in there, and I'm going to be doing more of those. I hope to catch up with the folks at Leaf this week. We haven't locked it in yet, but hope to. And yes, I will be doing more of these spotlights with interviews. I've got a few already lined up, so I hope you will watch those and appreciate them. And we look forward to speaking to a lot of different people. I won't announce who we've got so far, but we will have some good ones. So thank you for those of you who've already watched. Appreciate it. And thank you for the kind words. We'll try to improve those each time. All right, there we go. Well, nice shave today with this. Let me rinse the face. We'll come back, get into the bow. Stay tuned. All right, here we are back again with our alum. Not much stinging. About customary, a little bit in the neck, more so than yesterday. So yesterday I used a straight with water only, and there wasn't really much sting at all. Today I'm getting more in the neck area, and that is my sensitive area, so that's to be expected. So far, the alum block is holding up beautifully. Just airing it out in the dry dock here. It's working very, very well so far. So we'll continue to use that and see if it does what it's designed to do, which is to keep the alum block in good shape. And so far it is. So if you're interested, there'll be a link below. Let me rinse. We'll come back and close this baby out. Stay tuned. All right, and we are back with their Lancaster tail. Lancaster had a very successful drop this weekend. People are struggling with the Etsy app on mobile platforms. Don't use the app. Use a web browser. You'd be better off on a PC or a Mac or something, because the app on the mobile platforms just doesn't seem to refresh the stock very fast, and I think that's been giving some folks some problems. There's magic, because you know what? It's made by witches. All right. Very, very nice shave today with a very nice soap. Again, Gusto or Gusto, depending on how you pronounce it. Available now at Soap Commander, special edition. So get it while you still can if you like a nice raspberry lemonade scent. Bright, awesome soap. Carries an awesome individual as well. So I really like that. Oh, I forgot to mention the brush. This is the West Coast Shaving Honeycomb, sent to me by Oy Vey. So Oy Vey, thank you very much. I love the brush. And we're going to finish it out today with Pinaud Lime Sec. And this is another one of those aftershave that I've decanted into hot sauce bottle. And I have gotten some questions on where you can get these bottles if you want to decant your plastic or decant the aftershaves that are in plastic into glass. I'll put a link below for you on Amazon if you are interested. And let's go with our Lime Sec. All right, it's going to be nice. Bright citrus punch right between the eyes. Woo! Nice shave today. I want to thank everybody for joining me. I have been your host, CDB, and I'm reminding you, as always, it's your shave, do it your way, and, of course, God bless you.